Israel's security cabinet has authorised the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to decide on the timing and manner of response to a rocket attack in the occupied Golan Heights on Saturday. Israel has blamed Hezbollah for the attack and vowed retaliation. Mr. Netanyahu said that Hezbollah would pay a heavy price. On Sunday, funerals were held for some of the 12 young people killed when the rocket hit a football pitch in a town close to the border. There are fears that the strike in the town of Majd al-Shams could ignite a regional war. Paul Adams reports from the Golan Heights.
Through the streets of Majd al-Shams, the coffins came one by one. A town reeling in shock, consumed by collective grief, terrified about what happens next. For months they feared a disaster, but they never imagined it would take away their children. At the football pitch where they all died, moments of silent reflection. Efforts to comprehend the speed of this tragedy. A playground transformed in an instant into a place of jagged metal, discarded belongings, and in the corner, the blood of the victims. We're told that a siren sounded just seconds before the rocket landed here and blew the fence right back. And look, just outside the pitch, meters away, there's a bomb shelter. But the children on the pitch, those watching, those on their bikes and scooters, they had no time to react. The mood changes as government officials arrive to pay their respects. There's real anger now, even from one man in uniform. They've been bombarding us for 10 months, he shouts. My children are crying every day. After thousands of Hezbollah rockets since last October, people here just want it all to end. When Israel's hardline finance minister shows up, some urge the government to strike back hard. But others turn on him. Get out of here, you criminal, one says. The government has yet to decide how to respond. The army says it just needs the word.
We are ready. We said we are ready for several weeks or even months. And we continue to be ready, and every day that is passing, we are preparing more and more and more.
But in this Druze minority town, captured from Syria in 1967, such talk is causing anxiety.
I'm afraid for the consequences. If this happened yesterday, what about tomorrow if it happens, like, if it gets to an all-out war? That's going to be pretty tough. And more people are going to die on all sides.
Mila Shah was 10 years old, the youngest victim, his uncle and cousin struggling to comprehend their sudden loss.
He is loved by everyone.
His family says the war which killed him has to end. Paul Adams, BBC News.
Well, our correspondent Yulan now sent us the latest from Jerusalem.
I mean, what we've heard is that the Israeli security cabinet has basically authorised the Prime Minister and the Defence Minister to decide on the appropriate response and the timing of that response to that rocket strike on Saturday. And the country's still very much reeling from this attack in the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights. The Israeli newspapers have the pictures of the 12 children aged between 10 and 16 who were killed on Saturday. Israel's blaming the powerful Lebanese group Hezbollah for what happened, saying it used an Iran-made missile. Hezbollah continues to deny its responsibility. The threat from Israel is that it's going to exact a heavy price from Hezbollah for what happened. What we've seen yesterday and today has really been a continuation of the cross-border attacks, relatively low level, that have gone on since the 8th of October, when Hezbollah said it was beginning to fire at Israel in solidarity with Hamas in Gaza. But the expectation from Israeli military commentators is that something much more serious is being planned. They're saying that there could be an attack on a major Hezbollah target deep inside Lebanon. They're saying there's a possibility that even Israel could strike at Lebanese civilian infrastructure. The risk, of course, is then what response would come from Hezbollah, which has a very big arsenal of longer range rockets. You've got international diplomats all getting involved to try to urge restraint, to try to stop another all-out war developing at the same time as a war is continuing to rage in the Gaza Strip.